Hey guys, what's going on? It's Talk Forest TV back again with the Talk Forest news. Bit big news that's coming out actually in this last 10 minutes or so. Obviously, the Mill and obviously George has put it as well. Stoke City are set to open talks with Lyle over move to the Bet365 Stadium. Obviously, it is breaking news, so um, it don't surprise me that Lyle Taylor is on his way out to refer because obviously not really be given the one off playing to refer this season and that imagine that he is very frustrated that he hasn't had the game time or anything for him to actually go away. So obviously he will be looking to leave the City ground. So it doesn't surprise me that he is on his way out and that um, Stoke are wanting to take a punch on him. So we all know that he can score goals in this league. He does work hard. And when he played against us for Charlton, best place in down City ground. But somehow it's just gone from being like that to be actually being like, oh right, he can't play. So it has surprised me, but I feel like that he's not giving that one of time. Obviously, he got promised quite a bit when it did come to the City ground. Obviously, he would said that he was going to play up front with Graben in a 4-4-2. Don't do this, don't do that. To be honest, none of that really worked. I know Graben had his injury problems, but when Graben was fit, that he never ever played him. Sabi or Chris Hughton, so it just goes to show that we just struggled to go 4-4-2, and now I think the promises that he did have when he did come to the City ground weren't really kept. So it doesn't surprise me that he is on his way out, and that it doesn't surprise me that but I do actually start to think nowadays that if that means that Lyle Taylor is leaving the club and that is if it does go so, I mean the match day before I know that what does that mean with the strikers? Because if Lyle Taylor goes, it's only going to really leave Lewis Graben, and that if we don't count any of the youngsters that we do have in Bruce One and Dale Taylor, that if Chris Hughton does want to actually put them in, so it's just going to show what will happen and what could happen. So it doesn't surprise me that other clubs are sniffing around like Taylor. I expected clubs to actually come out and actually start talking. I mean, it's the open of the transfer window today as well, so that hasn't really surprised me that business is starting and that Lyle Taylor could be the first of many to be leaving the club. So surprised more than out, but it doesn't really surprise me that he is on his way out. So I mean, he played in 42 games this season for Forest. Yeah, he had a couple of like 3 or 4 games together, but nothing spectacular that he actually played more than Finnegan. He couldn't really get that one of the games that he probably wanted at City Ground or never got that promise of like playing up front with Lewis Graben. So it don't surprise me that he is probably starting to look to move on from City Ground and going to State. He might get played more. He might be a part of a better formation than he was at first. But obviously the goals, not really hoping that not scored many, but not really creating much. So it don't surprise me on that. But it's down to Forest to actually do something decent this summer and actually get them in. So it's down to Forest. So tell us what you think. And actually, thank you for watching.